You just checked your phone. You probably did not even mean to. Your hand moved before your brain decided anything. That is not a bad habit. That is not weakness. The real reason you cannot stop checking your phone reaches back hundreds of thousands of years before the phone existed. And once you understand it, you will never look at that screen the same way again. Your brain was not designed for the world you live in. It was designed for a world of grasslands, darkness, and predators. In that world, the single most important thing your brain could do was notice change, detect the new, respond to the unexpected, because anything that moved, anything that did not belong, could mean the difference between surviving and not. Neuroscientists call this the orienting response. Ivan Pavlov first described it in 1927. He called it the "what is it" reflex. Every time something new enters your environment, your brain fires a cascade of activity. Your pupils dilate. Your attention locks on. You cannot help it. It is not a choice. It is a reflex so ancient it predates language. Every notification on your phone is a perfectly engineered trigger for that reflex. Every buzz, every ping, every flash of light is a tiny artificial predator in the corner of your vision. And your ancient brain treats it exactly like a rustle in tall grass 300,000 years ago. Something changed. Look now. Tristan Harris, who spent years inside Google studying this, described the smartphone as a slot machine you carry in your pocket, not because of addiction in the clinical sense, because of variable reward. Your ancestors did not find food in the same place every day. Some days the river had fish, some days it did not. Unpredictable rewards are the most powerful rewards your brain knows. When you do not know if something will pay off, you keep trying. You cannot stop trying. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz mapped this dopamine system for decades. What he found changed everything. Your brain does not release dopamine when you get the reward. It releases dopamine while you are waiting. That moment of not knowing is the most chemically active moment in your brain. And every time you pick up your phone, you step into that moment. Maybe there is a message. Maybe someone responded. The not knowing is the pull. Your hand moves before your brain catches up. You find nothing. You put the phone down. 40 seconds later, you pick it up again. Not because you are weak, because you are running hardware built for a world where not knowing could kill you. Here is where it gets stranger. Your brain also treats your phone as a social survival tool. Humans evolved in groups of roughly 50 to 150 people. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar calculated this by studying the relationship between primate brain size and social group size. In the old world, being cut off from your group was a death sentence. Social rejection was not a feeling. It was a survival crisis. Your phone is, to your ancient brain, a live feed of your social group. Every notification is evidence that you are still inside the circle. Your brain does not know the group is 847 followers or a family text thread. It just knows. Social signal incoming. Check. Stay connected. Do not fall behind. Psychologist Larry Rosen found that the average person experiences significant anxiety after just 10 minutes away from their phone. Not because of anything specific they are missing, because the uncertainty itself violates a deep biological need to monitor the group. And your brain responds with something that feels a lot like dread. Psychiatrist Judson Brewer argues that understanding the why is the beginning of changing the what, not through willpower. Willpower works against the grain of your biology, which is why it almost always fails. But through awareness, when you feel the pull, when your hand starts moving before you have decided anything, you can notice it. Name it. See the reflex for what it is. That seeing creates a gap. Tiny, but enough. You are not broken. You are a 300,000-year-old organism running in a world that rebuilt itself around your oldest reflexes and pointed them at a 6-inch screen. The next time your hand moves toward your phone before you have even thought about it, here is what is actually happening. Your orienting response fired. Your dopamine system leaned toward a potential reward. Your social brain sent an alert. And a reflex older than language told you to check, to look, to stay alive. The same reflex that once saved your ancestors is now, without your permission, checking your messages.